A quick historical background on this contentious social issue. To enforce a school desegregation mandate means, beforehand, there was a forced school segregation order, or specifically, the physical separation of the races in public interaction as part of American legal and societal norm. 1865 ended American Civil War, and Black American slaves were freed, as outlined in case number 1, Wong Kim Ark, showcased in the beginning of this presentation. It was American social norm up until the 1950s that races were expected to be socially and legally separated. In fact, not only races, black, white, Asian, but also ethnicities were socially separated, such as in Northern American regions, you have German, Polish, Italian, Jewish neighborhoods. In 1896, this racial status quo was challenged in Supreme Court case Plessy versus Ferguson, that black students were not allowed to attend schools with white students, thus violated racial equity in the public education of one's youth. However, Supreme Court ruled for, quote, separate but equal doctrine. That is, no mixing of the races in public education so long as each secured adequate but not necessarily exact education resources, because the federal government cannot guarantee one's educational or professional success in life. As historical sidebar, this non-mixing of races was commonplace all the way through the end of World War II, when U.S. military formed segregated racial combat units for Black and Japanese Americans. However, Chinese Americans served as individuals in American armed forces during World War II, given its lower population count as consequence of multi-generational long anti-Chinese exclusionary laws. For Hollywood movie buffs, this Chinese American presence is well depicted in prior Steve McQueen World War II movie called The War Lover, by which a single Chinese American bomber navigator named Chung sits among entire white Caucasian squadron mates preparing for a bombing mission over Europe.